Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're doing Red Devil. This is from Rally Cap Brewing Company, established in 2017 there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
What kind of beer is it?
This is, first of all, it's in collaboration with another really tiny Baton Rouge company called Cypress Coast Brewing.
Okay.
So I knew nothing about it. It is a Belgian style pale ale. We brewed this traditional.
So can you elaborate on what a Belgian style is for the audience, since some folks may only know what an IPA is?
Okay, an American pale ale, it's going to be it's supposed to be pale. They usually run around what, 5%. Have a slight hoppiness, little
And what's
breadiness.
what's an example of an American pale ale that's readily available for just about everyone?
Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, yes. Which
Or Dale's Pale Ale from Oscar Blues, which is really an IPA.
Yeah, Dale's Pale Ale is not really a pale ale. It's actually dark, and it's run along those lines of an IPA because they made that double Dales, and then he listed it as an IPA. So we had discussions about this, about how everything's turning into an IPA now. And you even said before, the reds are gone, the porters are starting to disappear, barley wines are disappearing. All these fantastic styles are being, I guess you could say, thrown to the wayside so they can all run into this IPA market. I don't think every beer, I like an IPA just like everyone else, and y'all have seen the shirt IP, but whatever. But I don't think every beer needs to be infused into an IPA. So with that said, let's get back to this and
You're going to use
talk more about the Belgian
style yeast, which will give it some like a spice flavor.
Bubblegum, banana.
Yeah,
maybe.
sometimes weird flavors like that, and they might use candy sugar in it sometimes, and
that's from the yeast strain that does that, correct?
And then the candy sugar can make it sweet, of course, and the bitterness usually not too high.
Okay.
This is 5.6, which is in line with that Belgian style.
So this should be a pleasant beer. Going by the style, it should be pleasant and easy drinking.
Should be.
And
okay, I gotta be careful with this
it's
because
really good. Okay, yeah, I know.
Red Devil. So
we're drinking a 16-ounce can, and we get these little 6-ounce glasses for some reason.
I think they're 8 ounce. All right.
Well, we know you're going to get 8 ounces.
Belgian style pale ale. To me, it's more like a Belgian style red ale.
Well, isn't that what it says on there?
No,
it's called red.
It's called Red Devil.
Oh.
But they're saying it's a Belgian style pale ale. Well, this doesn't look too pale to me. This
looks like a red ale.
Looks like a red ale, like George Killian's, something like that.
Don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Why did you do that? You know I don't like that. Stop. Go ahead. You can add the rest of it. That's why you did it.
No, I just...
That's why you did it.
All right, it probably doesn't have much sediment anyway. All right.
We don't know that. We've never tasted this before.
I did.
And it's in a can.
I did a solo once. All right.
So to me, it looks like a red ale. It looks like a cloudy red ale. This doesn't look like a pale ale to me.
Yeah, it's so dark.
It is dark.
And it's not just
Cheers.
dark on video, it's dark in real life. Okay. It's like brick red. But it is banana in our nose.
Yeah, but it's
Gum.
Yeah, I get the gum. Definitely getting the Belgian. So let's go ahead and taste and see what it's all about.
I bet you get the Belgian now.
Yeah.
If you told somebody this was from Belgium and it didn't know any better, they'd believe it.
Yeah, because it doesn't have that sweet overtone to it. It's balanced.
But they might not agree that it's a, if you told them it was a pale ale, they might say, pale ale?
It does taste like gum. Like if you're chewing a piece of that old hard gum where it's just the only sugar they got on it is sprinkled on top of it, you know what I mean? Like
the powder form? Oh, bazooka?
Yeah, like that. And then you chew it.
Bazooka Joe, I think it's called.
And then that sweetness is gone. And you're just left with gum. That's what this tastes like. It tastes like gum.
Bazooka Joe, I think it's called. The bitterness is pretty good here, like 3 out of 5 hop cones. It's got some bitterness going for it.
I guess what I'm trying to say when it tastes like gum, it's like a piece of gum that has, to me, it has no sweetener in it.
Right, it's only like 2 out of 5 sugar cubes on this.
I would go less than that. I'm not even tasting sweetness in it.
I'm tasting a little bit. But it's mostly dry in the finish. Is it heavy bodied? No. Medium body, right?
This is drier than that other beer we had last time. That Japanese beer that you kept on describing as dry, and I said, no, it's sweet.
Yeah, it's called super dry. The Asahi. This beer tastes like bread crust.
It tastes like old chewed up gum to me.
Yummy. Talking about IPAs.
I'm trying to get some sweetness out of it. It's just not there.
Talking about IPAs, did you see the new Abita limited edition IPA?
The gum one.
Bubblegum Juicy.
Didn't they just come out with something very similar to that about a year ago?
No.
It was, yeah.
Bubblegum?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't called bubble gum. It was some other gum thing.
But this Bubblegum Juicy tastes like juicy fruit gum, but there's only one little problem. Juicy fruit is not bubblegum.
They already
It's
came
chewing
out with
gum.
that. This isn't a new beer. This was marketed under another name. I had it.
And it tastes like juicy fruit?
Yeah, it tasted like juicy fruit gum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say we did it. Might want to look up your Abita reviews.
Yeah, because you got me perplexed. But juicy fruit is a chewing gum. It's not a
Well, that
bubblegum.
was one of those. That was one of those ones they did a limited release. You know, when we were on lockdown.
Yeah, huh. Well, I don't remember.
Maybe you didn't get it.
I may not have. This thing's pretty bitter. It is dry, though. It's bitter and dry. You
It's
want it
kind
bitter.
of. It's kind of not balanced to me.
No?
No, it tastes. You can have it. I'm good.
Let's see about
You're not
this.
gonna like my score.
Oh, I don't work for Rally Cap. I just bought that.
Okay, so with that said, I'm ready to score this beer, get it out of the way. It's not a pale ale, guys. So you missed.
There's
you
no
missed,
date.
You missed
No
the
date.
style, I would say, on this.
No date.
You do get that Belgian-ness to it, but it just kind of goes across your palate like some Alka-Seltzer. It just kind of it doesn't really. You don't get anything out of it that's.
I drank a pale ale this morning called Making Groceries. Not a Belgian style. It was from Zoni Mash. Did you ever have that one?
No.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting product. And it was pale.
So, as I was rudely interrupted in the middle of my review,
Sorry.
my synopsis of this beer, I think it would fare better if it was a little sweeter.
You think? I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. I think it needs to have a little sweetness to it. Not much, but there's something that's not balanced with it. So, with that said, I'm going to give this probably like a C+. It's not a bad beer. It's not great. It is put together pretty well, I guess. But you know,
So-
even the style, it's not a pale ale.
So it's not balanced, you just said.
Am I allowed to speak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, I'm just,
All right.
I'm allowed to.
In the middle of mine? Okay. I'll interrupt you constantly when you're talking about it too.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah, I mean, it just something off on it. Like it's just, to me, it's like if you eat a piece of whole wheat bread, like that rustic stuff, and it's kind of doughy with gluten, that's what it tastes like.
Well, it's got some bubblegum characteristics. It's got
Yep.
bitterness in the brown bread, and it is kind of gluten, like you said. But I like red ales. You heard what I said. I like red ales. I don't know what the deal is with pale.
You heard me?
Yeah.
I like red ales.
If they would have called it a Belgian style red ale, it might have They do call it Red Devil, but that's just a name. I don't know. I don't understand this beer, but I like it a lot.
Either.
I like it a lot myself. I'd like to know more about Cypress Coast Brewing, but I've never seen their beers around here. But this company needs to start putting dates because they got a lot of cans at Mathern's. You know, each facing of each different type, there must be 25 cans, and who knows how long they're going to sit up there. You know, how can the store be sure it's fresh? Huh? How would they know? They can't know. That's a complaint. But I think it tastes really nice, and I'm going into the A range. So if you say C+, that's fine with me. And I'm saying,
go again, kids, everything gets an A out of this guy's mouth. Everything.
unless it's just good, then it gets a B, and if it's fair, it gets a C, bad D, and undrinkable F. I say 93. I think it's a really nice product. Could be labeled a little better, but
C+, I gotta give it like a 78 or a 79.
okay. So 79 versus 93. That's a big gap.
Yep.
14 points. But
Sure is.
it's just the way it goes.
So I see it. I don't give everything an A.
I don't either. I'll go back and look at every single video I made. It'll only take you about 4 years to watch them if you watch 5 a day. So we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Baton Rouge and visit what's called Rally Cap Brewing or Cypress.
You don't even know if
Coast.
you can go there. They may just be like a garage operation.
No, you can go there. I looked at their website. They have, I mean, not really a tour because it's just you're probably looking into the whole brewery, sitting at the tables. But they have a brew pub schedule.
What's mean like gnarly barley? You just walk in. It's just a
Yeah, I mean, if you
just a
go,
little warehouse.
it's like Urban South. I mean,
they're selling their overly priced logos and their overly priced drafts.
well, that's how brew pubs work. If you go to Urban South, do you need to take a tour?
No,
Because what do you see? You see the
because
whole
you see everything there.
right,
It's right there.
right,
Yeah, it's open warehouse
yeah.
with no air conditioning, hot. Yeah, armpit sweat, smelly, overpriced draft beer.
This is a brew pub fan here. All right, so
Price them higher. Price them higher.
thanks for watching.
Drink better beer.